Okay, so here's the Telecaster that I created so far. So I took the profile from this drawing here. So this is the original one that I got from that Google Doc where the measurements corresponded. So there's a top level main profile sketch here that outlines this. Some tweaks I might make just to make sure that the profile fits, but it is generally correct. So from there, we have a cutout profile for the arm as well as for the belly underneath. All of this is customizable. We have the sketch here, which just defines where that circle cuts out. So all we have to do is just move it around and define how much it's going to cut out. This is just really roughly eyeballed to get maybe what might be right. The entire edge has a 1/8 inch round over, so that's where this sort of thing is going to come into play. This is going to be a 1/8 inch round over. That round over was defined here in the drawing, showing a 0.125 inch on all sides except for the neck area. And what they mean by that is inside of here, once we cut this out, the neck area is not going to be have this round over. And once we do piece in the neck, and we might adjust this width and the depth to fit the actual neck so that there's not a gap. This bevel will go away because we're going to cut that, and the bevel that's right there is going to match up perfectly with the neck. So one detail that they have here is this little dealie here. So there's an additional slice that is cut out of this. I don't see that in any of the drawings here, and it might be real, it might be just something that this guy came up with. So we need to decide what we're doing with the inside of that. I guess that's going to be, you play this direction, so it's on the underside here. I guess this is going to be a relief for the back side of the wrist if you're really playing way up here high on the neck. That's what this is. Otherwise, on our version, I don't have that, simply because I didn't know what the profile was going to be. And we can certainly add this. This is not a big deal at all to add, and would be an interesting detail. Otherwise, this part here is going to kind of jab up against the back of your wrist if you're playing up high. And would be a nice detail to add, so let me know about that in particular. And other than that, this gives us our basic profile. Again, you know, this arm slice here, we can move this we can move this around, and that's going to change where we slice the neck. Here we can change the angle. There's all sorts of modifications that we can make with that. So here's what a good drawing looks like. And I coughed there just as a matter of dramatic, but it makes a huge difference. Some modifications I want to make once we get the neck in place. I am interested if you're doing through the body strings. I believe that the strings go through the body, and there's some sort of underside sort of collet or something that gets inlaid in here. That's a detail we'll need to piece in there as well. These collets that will fit inside there are probably there's some sort of chrome inserts that we'll need to get some detailed drawings, as well as the pickup. I believe you said you're using humbuckers. We'll just have to get the layout of that and decide what we want to do with the electronics. I don't even know what here's our telly. So, the electronics here are by standard very, very rigid, very straight across. We can curve this around here. We can do almost anything. The only detail is we need to be able to drill a hole between the electronics cavity and the pickups. So whatever we're doing with respect to the bridge, this bridge here is interesting because it's integrated with the pickup, with the rear pickup, or the bridge pickup. And then we have this cover for the electronics cavity, which is probably on the back side, is where you access it. So, oh no, it's not. It's completely clear. So I'm curious how we want to do this electronics cavity, because you're going to need some sort of cover either on the front or the back. Completely up to you. I don't care how you do it. I don't know if you have this wide switch or not. Certainly details we can work out. I believe we do not have a pick guard, so we're going to have to get some drawings on the bridge, the pickups, general ideas of what we want to do with the electronics cavity, and the neck. So there we go. Rock and roll.